Hello, good morning students. Now in my today's lecture, we are coming to start the new topic, that is third chapter, and it is trigonometric function. Trigonometric function, you are all aware about this name. It has been taught in class 10th trigonometry. So this is not new for you, but we have to study some new things in this chapter. So trigonometry is all about, if we discuss the meaning of the trigonometry, what is trigonometry? Means it is actually trigonal measurement. Trigonal measurement means tri means three, gonal means side, measurements measurement means measurement on the basis of three sides, and the polygon of three sides is triangle. The most interesting thing, we especially in class 10th we have observed that we always use right triangle. We always use right triangle. Moreover, we use the right angle. In right triangle, we have two acute angles and one right angle. So if we use right triangle, so in that right triangle we use right angle, and on the basis of that we find the ratio of different sides, and you are aware the name of the ratios like sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, and here it is right triangle. The question arises, very simple question, why do we use right triangle only? Why do we use right triangle only? So very simple answer, in right triangle we have particular name of the sides, like the side opposite to right angle is known as hypotenuse, and the other two sides are base and perpendicular, which is decided by the base angle. Okay, now this is old thing, it has been taught in class 10th. Now we are coming in this segment. The first thing we have to study, we have to know about, the first thing is angle. What is an angle? And everyone knows the definition. You have been taught in previous classes. So many types of definitions. Someone can say when two rays start from same initial point, the figure formed is angle. When two lines segment intersect each other at one common point is angle, or two lines intersect each other, the figure formed is called angle. So many definitions. But these definitions are not appropriate for your class. What is the proper definition? When a ray terminates clockwise or anti-clockwise, only one ray, this ray, let this initial point is O and this point is A. OA is a ray. When this ray terminates clockwise or anti-clockwise, the displacement at the initial point is called the angle. Means suppose this OA terminates in this direction, this OA terminates in this direction, let this situation, this position is B. So this is displacement at common point, and this figure is called angle. This figure is called angle. You see, this line OA is terminating anti-clockwise in the opposite direction of clock of hand of clocks. So anti-clockwise, and it may also terminate clockwise direction here in this direction. Let this is O and A, and this position is B. Both angles are OAB, AOB, AOB, you can simply name it, but one of the arms, one of the arrows, one of this line rotates or terminates anti-clockwise and other is clockwise. What is the difference in terminating clockwise or anti-clockwise? Try to understand. When a ray terminates anti-clockwise, when a ray terminates anti-clockwise, the angle formed is positive. The nature of angle is positive. Its magnitude is always positive. Magnitude is always positive. So the angle is considered as positive angle. And when it terminates clockwise, the angle is considered as negative angle. Like suppose this angle is theta, it is anti-clockwise, so positive, and this is clockwise, this is minus theta. Minus theta. So magnitude is always positive, no problem, but its nature is negative and positive. This line or ray OA is called initial ray. OA is called initial ray and OB is called terminated ray. OA is initial ray, OB is terminated ray. Here OA is initial ray, OB is terminated ray. So when a ray terminates clockwise or anti-clockwise, the displacement at original position or the fixed position is called angle, or you can say the figure formed is known as angle. If the ray terminates anti-clockwise, angle is positive. If the ray terminates clockwise, the angle is negative. Just like integer, positive integer and negative integer. Suppose I move 2 steps forward. Distance is 2 steps. If we move 2 steps backward, distance is 2 steps, but direction is different. So if we move backward, it is negative direction. If we move forward, it is positive direction. In the same manner, this angle is positive angle and negative angle. Got it? Now, let's see how we measure the angle. How we measure the angle. We have 2 systems of measurement of angles. If in the previous classes up to class 10th, if you are asked what is the least count of angle, what is the least count means smallest unit of angle, you will say degree. You will say simply degree. But here in class 11th, it is not degree. Try to understand. We have 2 types of measurements, and these 2 types are, one is called sexagesimal or English method of measurement. system of measurements of angles. System of measurements of angles. Number one is called English system. English system of measurement, or this is sexagesimal. Sexagesimal, it is English system is the common name. And the second is French system of measurement. Means we have two system of measurements of angles, English system of measurement and French system of measurement. Got it? Now let us see what is English system of measurement, what is French system of measurement. In English system of measurement, and one more we can include, radian measurement. Radian measurement. So in case of English system of measurement, everyone knows the first one is one right angle is equal to 90 degree. One right angle is equal to 90 degree, and 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 60 minutes, this can also be written as 60 and 1 dot on the top. 60 minutes. And 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, or we can write 60 double dot on that top. So this is English system of measurement. We write the angle in degree, minute and second. So if you are asked what is the least count of angle, what is the least count of angle? So least count of angle is second in case of English system of measurement. In English system of measurement, angle is measured up to second. Means one right angle is equal to 90 degree, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. This is English system of measurement. Now second one is French system. French system of measurement. What happens in case of French system? In French system, one right angle is equal to 100 grades. 100 grades. In short, we write like this, GD. In short, we write GD. 100 grades. One right angle is equal to 100 grades. One grade is equal to 100 minutes. One grade is equal to 100 minutes, and 1 minute is equal to 100 seconds. 1 minute is equal to 100 seconds. So this is difference in English system or Indian system of measurement and French system of measurement. In English system of measurement, we count the angle. One right angle is equal to 90 degree, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. In French system of measurement, one right angle is equal to 100 grades, 1 grade is equal to 100 minutes, and 1 minute is equal to 100 seconds. Sometimes you are asked to convert degree into grade or grade into degree. It will be discussed later. Now the third one is radian measure. Radian measure. What is radian measure? Let's see. When a ray terminates in circular position, in circle or complete angle, or you can say angle measured in a circle. Suppose we have a circle and its center is at origin. Center is at origin. Let its initial ray is OA and its radius is R. When a ray or when a terminating ray terminates, the distance equal to its radius, means this radius is A and it terminates to this position B. So this will also be the radius, and this length of arc is equal to R. Length of arc is equal to R. Means when the length of arc terminated by the ray is equal to the radius, the measure of angle is called 1 radian. It is called 1 radian. The measure of angle is called 1 radian. Got it? So angle is measured in 3 systems: English system of measurement, French system of measurement, and radian system of measurement. Now one angle we have the name, I am writing it, quadrantal angle. Quadrantal angle. What does it means? Means when the terminated ray stops on the axis of quadrant. Means suppose this is x-axis, this one is y-axis, this one is x dash, and this one is y dash. And if a ray, suppose this is OA, terminates from here and comes to this place here at B, means quadrant to quadrant, axis to axis. So this angle will be 90 degree, and this angle is called quadrantal angle. Quadrantal angle. It may be 90 degree, it may be 180 degree, it may be 270 degree, it may be complete angle 360 degree. Means this ray stops at the axis. Stops at the axis. So it is 90 degree or 180 degree or 270 degree or 360 degree. Got it? But sometimes it may not be on the axis. Means terminated ray may not be on the axis. It may be in between somewhere in first quadrant, or it may be somewhere in second quadrant, or it may be somewhere in third quadrant, or it may be somewhere in fourth quadrant. So it is different angles. And you know that in quadrants we have plus plus sign here, we have minus plus sign here, here in third quadrant minus minus sign here, and this one is what? Plus minus sign here. This is for coordinates. This is for coordinates, not for this. So in this lecture we are concluding about the angle and how to measure the angle. Angles are measured in three system I told: English system or sexagesimal system of measurement, French system of measurement, and one more, what was that? That is radian. Now after that I gave the idea of quadrantal angle, means the angle formed when the terminated ray stops at the axis. It may be 90 degree, it may be 180 degree, it may be 360 degree or 270 degree, or it may be somewhere in between the quadrants. So we shall discuss in the next lecture, how to measure the angle in different quadrants. Got it? Thank you very much.